Good morning. Today's topic is Stern-Gerlach experiment by V. Nagababu. The contents in Stern-Gerlach experiment: introduction, experimental setup, description, derivation, and finally conclusion. Introduction. Next slide. Introduction. This was first demonstrated by Otto Stern and Walter Gerlach in 1921. The Stern-Gerlach experiment demonstrated that the spatial orientation of angular momentum is quantized. To verify, space quantization is one of the characteristics of vector atom model. As already discussed in previous PPT about space quantization and spinning of electron, the space quantization was successfully explained by Stern-Gerlach experiment. Magnetic dipole moment is one of the reasons for splitting of spectral line in atomic spectrum. Why one of the reason the splitting of spectral line in atomic spectrum is the magnetic dipole moment contains the electron. This means whenever an atom is placed in external magnetic field, there is a couple between electron to nucleus. If there is a couple, it has oriented in the direction of external magnetic field or away from the external magnetic field. That means if the couple is rotating in a magnetic field, it has a permanent dipole magnetic moment. A permanent dipole magnetic moment. This is the reason in the atomic spectrum, each line can be resolved into 2 or 3 component lines. This is the fine structure of the hydrogen spectrum. This may be reason to splitting of the spectral lines in atomic spectrum they assumed. The space quantization was successfully verified by this experiment. Next slide. Experimental setup of Stern-Gerlach experiment. In Stern-Gerlach experiment, there are the following main apparatus. One is electric oven, that is represented in the diagram, right side diagram. One is oven and another is slits S1 and S2, and a powerful magnets N and S, and next there is a photographic plate to record the to trace out the path of the silver atomic beam. These are the main apparatus in Stern-Gerlach experiment. How we can explain Stern-Gerlach experimental setup? It is very clear from the below diagram. S is an electric oven. To produce silver atomic beam, then it passes through uniform slits S1 and S2, obtain a fine pencil beam of atoms. This is subjected the action of inhomogeneous magnetic field produces by pole piece of electromagnets. Then the emerging beam from electromagnets deflected then strikes the screen. The entire apparatus is placed in evacuated chamber. An oven heats a gas of neutral silver atoms which escape at high speed in a beam via a magnetic field towards a photographic plate. At the opposite end, at the opposite end of the chamber, the collimator collimates the divergence of beam in the vertical direction before it enters into the magnetic field. The magnetic field is created by 2 shaped magnets, one with a pole in the form of a sharp point facing the opposite pole and is sharpened in the form of a groove. This creates a field concentrated at the pointed pole which is inhomogeneous in the plane perpendicular to the beam but constant along its length. Homogeneous magnetic field would affect all the atoms equally and there would be no effect on their trajectory so that the atoms reaching the photographic plate would leave an image in the form of a horizontal line. The gradient of the inhomogeneous magnetic field, however, bends the trajectory of the individual atoms and from a straight path with the deflection proportional to the amount and direction of their spin. Therefore, if it is appeared in inhomogeneous magnetic field like loop, therefore this is the reason for the splitting of the single strip as a double strip. Why? Homogeneous means uniform magnetic field. If the magnetic field is uniform, there is no deflection of silver atoms. Hence, the silver atomic beam strikes the photographic plate, then we get a single strip in atomic spectrum. But if the magnetic field is varied from one point to another point perpendicular to the path of the silver atomic beam, then the silver atomic beam is deviated from the actual path, then the single strip can be resolved into double strip. Therefore, due to the change of magnetic field, the silver atomic beam is oriented or turned or rotated in the direction perpendicular to the magnetic field. Hence, the single slit can be resolved as a loop or a double strip. Therefore, this is known as simply we can understand about the space quantization. Now, again, the third slide, experimental setup. Once again, I clearly explain what happens behind the experiment. The experiment contains an electric oven. In electric oven, it has a small hole. Suppose a silver atomic material placed in electric oven and heated at a dull red color, all the silver atoms in a material are gets excited. If the excited silver atoms contains kinetic energy, the uh, if it contains kinetic energy, the silver atoms does not stay inside the oven or in a material. Hence the silver atoms are emerging from the electric oven of a narrow hole. Then this silver atomic beam is spread out in all directions, that is called divergence. Therefore, all the divergent silver atomic beam to converge to get a fine pencil beam by using a narrow slits S1 and S2. The divergent all the silver atoms are converged to get a fine pencil beam by using a slits S1 and S2. Then the fine pencil beam of silver atoms then entered into the a powerful electromagnets N and S. One magnet N is like a sharp knife edge, and the south pole of magnet is a flat groove. What happened between these two magnets? One is north pole, the second one is south pole. North magnet, south magnet. North pole is very sharp edge and south pole is a flat surface. What happened means all the magnetic lines of forces are came from south to entering into the north pole. Therefore, the magnetic field is increased from flat grooven south pole to a sharp knife edged north pole. If the magnetic field is gradiented or magnetic field is gradually increased from flat surface to sharp knife edge. Therefore, the magnetic field is varied from south pole to north pole. It gradually increases. And then whenever the silver atomic beam is now entered into a inhomogeneous magnetic field, then the magnetic field is homogeneous. That means uniform magnetic field. The silver atomic beam is directly passing through the magnetic field and touches the photographic plate. There is no change of spectral line. It will obtain it as a single strip. Whenever, if the magnetic field is inhomogeneous, means non-uniform magnetic field, flat surface to the magnets are specially designed. South pole magnet is flat grooven, and north pole magnet is a sharp knife edge. Hence, from south to north, the magnetic field is gradually increases. All the magnetic lines of forces are emerging from south to entering into the north pole, where it is at a knife edge of the north pole. The total magnetic field is concentrated, and south to north means is gradually increases, in which the silver atomic beam passing through the inhomogeneous magnetic field, and it is deflected from south to north, deflected from south to north, because the magnetic field is gradually increases. Then the beam is deflected from the actual path of the silver atomic beam. Therefore, this is like a loop. Hence, inhomogeneous magnetic field, the single strip can be resolved into double strip. Hence, due to the variation of magnetic field, the momentum of the silver atom changes in a magnetic field. If the momentum changes, the energy becomes changed. If the energy changed, hence the the spectral lines may be changed. This is the reason. Hence, the space quantization is considered by the Stern-Gerlach experiment. It is successfully explained. The space quantization, what the new topic is introduced in the vector atom model. Therefore, it is the experimental setup and experimental description of the Stern-Gerlach experiment. And then next slide, sixth slide, it is very clear, the colorful diagram to observe. There is a cube, it is electric woven. The sharp slits S1 and S2, which is represented as a green color. The silver atomic beam then entered into the south and north pole. Here, there may be little bit change. Actually, the north pole is very sharp grooven. Therefore, here the magnetic field is highly concentrated. Then the silver atomic beam in non-uniform magnetic field, it is deviated from the actual path. Hence, the photographic plate is trace out the silver atomic beam as a loop. That means the single strip can be resolved into double strip. Here, in a uniform magnetic field, we get the single strip, single spectral line. In non-uniform magnetic field, the single strip can be resolved into double strip or double spectral line. That was clearly observed in this diagram. Next slide. Classically, electrodynamics assumes that the particle spins are randomly distributed, and this would create an image of a horizontal line smeared out vertical on the screen. What I said previously, that is the meaning of the splitting of the spectral nature in atomic spectrum. The experiment, however, shows that image on the screen is separated out into two distinct lines, just like it is appeared as a loop. But we should consider the loop means it can be resolved into two lines. Actually, when we observed in experimentally, it seems like a loop, but it is two strips, two lines. Remember, lines with half of the particles deflected upward by a discrete amount and other half of deflected downward by a similar amount of energy. As usually, the space around the nucleus in a silver atom, the electron revolves. Due to external magnetic field, the electron in that space can be turned due to the external magnetic field. The amount of energy is in positive direction, that is clockwise, and the same amount of energy which is directed oppositely in the direction of the external magnetic field. It has two momentums and it has two energies, and hence it becomes appeared as a double strip. You remember. Now consider the gradient of inhomogeneous magnetic field along the x direction be dB by dx. Gradient means increase of magnetic field, or the change of magnetic field along the x direction can be written as dB by dx. And silver atomic beam of length 2L of a tiny magnet. Every silver atom which behaves like as a tiny magnet. What is the meaning of tiny? It is a small, extremely small, too small. A too small is here. Every silver atom which is behaves like as a small magnet of length 2L. Pole strength, if the 2L, the silver atomic beam length, the silver atomic length is a tiny magnet of length 2L. Therefore, there is a two poles, south and north. At one pole, the pole strength becomes P, and hence the magnetic momentum becomes mu. Therefore, the derivation can be applied. Look at the diagram and observe carefully. Here in diagram, PQ is a silver atom of length 2L. Observe the diagram, the derivation, how we can display the actual path of the silver atomic beam. That should be appeared on a photographic plate as a loop, that is double strip. The derivation of the space quantization, it is very clear. In a right hand side diagram, PQ is a length of silver atomic beam 2L. At one pole P, there is the pole strength small p and magnetic moment ml. At Q, here the gradient of magnetic field vertically from P to Q, from south to north, gradually increases with respect to the direction of the x. Hence, the magnetic field, the rate of change of magnetic field at Q is dB by dx. What is the length from P to Q? 2L. What is the component of 2L? 2L cos theta in a magnetic field. Now we can write the total pole strength at Q becomes B plus the total pole strength P is equal to ml into P. Remember each and every equation. Here at P, the pole strength is P represented. The pole strength into magnetic field B, PB represents the force at P. Force at P, there is no change of magnetic field at P. Force at P, pole strength P into magnetic field B. At P, magnetic field B. At Q, magnetic field becomes dB by dx. Remember, at P, what is the force? B into P. What is B? Magnetic field. What is P? Pole strength. That can be written as ml into B. ml means magnetic moment. Remember, at P, what is that value? B into ml. B into ml. At Q, the magnetic field becomes gradually increases with respect to x, dB by dx. Now we can write at Q ml into b plus dv by dx 2l cos theta. 2l cos theta. 2l is the length of the tiny magnet. But in external magnetic field, it is rotating from the external magnetic field. Hence, the component of 2l can be written as 2l cos theta. Therefore, dv by dx 2l cos theta. Now, the total force acting on a tiny silver atomic magnet PQ can be written as Fx. Look here, the first equation, Fx is equal to ml into b plus dv by dx 2l cos theta minus ml into b. How we can write this equation? It is very easy to understand. Here the force is greater than at P. The force is at Q, the force is greater than the force at P. The force at Q is greater than the force at P. Remember. How? What is the force at P? Magnetic field B into ML. What is the force at Q? Yes, MLB plus dV by dx 2L cos theta. So, this is the equation. What is the resultant force acting on a tiny magnet of length 2L? Yes, Fx is equal to is higher value minus lower value. What is the higher value of force at Q? Yes, equation 1 can be observed easily. ml into b plus dv by dx 2L cos theta minus the lower force at P, mlb. Here mlb cancel. Then therefore Fx is equal to ml dv by dx 2L cos theta, equation number 2. Now, where dipole magnetic moment. What is the magnetic moment? Dipole means it has a two poles. There is a couple between electron and a nucleus in a silver atom. There is a couple. Electron is a negative pole. Nucleus is a positive pole. The silver atom behaves like as a tiny magnet. It has a two poles. There is a couple. There is a momentum. Hence, we can observe the dipole magnetic moment can be represented as mu. Mu is equal to ml into 2l. 2l is the length of the magnet. ml is the momentum of the magnet. Hence, dipole magnetic moment mu is equal to ml into 2l. Hence, we can write the above equation as Fx is equal to ml 2l cos theta. ml 2l means mu. Therefore, dv by dx, mu into dv by dx cos theta, equation 3. Then, now we can try to understand. Here, the silver atomic beam is displaced from the actual path of the silver atomic beam due to the inhomogeneous magnetic field. Whenever the silver atomic beam is entered into the inhomogeneous magnetic field, it is deviated from the actual path. It is the deviation of actual path can be understanding as displacement of the silver atomic beam on a photographic plate. Displacement. Shift means displacement. Here, the deviation of the silver atomic beam in non-uniform magnetic field, hence it is displaced. Therefore, the displacement can be written as according to equation of motion, d is equal to half at squared, equation number 4. Now, the atomic magnet traversed a distance capital L in external magnetic field with a time t, then the displacement d is equal to half at squared. S is equal to ut plus half at squared, the well-known equation. Here, d is equal to half at squared. A is an acceleration of the silver atomic beam. Whenever the silver atomic beam entered into the non-uniform magnetic field, inhomogeneous magnetic field, and the silver atomic beam is deflected, means accelerated in external magnetic field. Therefore, d is equal to half at squared. If it is deflected, takes time t. Therefore, the equation can be written as d equal to half at squared 4. Remember, a is acceleration, in transverse direction, and t is time of length. Hence we can written as a is equal to, or that is according to Newton's second law, fx is equal to ma. Why we are written as fx? Here a tiny magnet which is rotated from the direction of x. Hence we can written as the resultant force Fx is equal to ma. Then acceleration A is equal to Fx by small m. M is the mass of the silver atomic magnet. Fx is the resultant force acting on the silver atomic magnet, previously discussed, previous slide. This is next. Now small a is equal to Fx by small m. We know that Fx, what is that final equation? Mu dB by dx cos theta is Fx. Now we can substitute the value of Fx, mu dB by dx cos theta by small m. Therefore, one thing we must be remember, whenever the silver atomic beam is entered into the inhomogeneous magnetic field or non-uniform magnetic field, it is deviated from the actual path and it is travel a length capital L with velocity small v at a time t. Then we can written as time t is equal to distance by velocity of the silver atomic beam in a non-uniform magnetic field. That is t is equal to fundamental formula L by v, where m is the mass of the tiny magnet and v be the velocity of tiny magnet in direction at right angles to the field. Now we can write according to equation 4, d is equal to half at squared. From this we know that a equal to mu by m dv dx cos theta, and finally we can written as d equal to 1 by 2 half at squared. A means mu by small m dv by dx cos theta, and what is the value? T square, t equal to L by v. T squared is equal to L square by v squared. It is equation 6. Hence mu cos theta is the component of mu L. Mu L is magnetic momentum of orbit, magnetic momentum of silver atom. Therefore that is represented as mu L. The component of mu L can be written as mu cos theta. Mu cos theta is the component of mu L. Hence mu cos theta can be replaced as mu L, and final equation can be written as, therefore d equal to half mu L by m dv by dx into L square by v squared is equation 7, which is placed in a rectangular box. It is final equation. It is a displacement equation. Due to this equation, the silver atom is displaced or oriented in a external magnetic field. This is the reason for the space quantization of vector atom model. Therefore it is strongly supported and strongly agreed, the theoretical values as well as the experimental values very closely. Hence this experiment was successfully explained about the concept of space quantization in vector atom model. Next, it is a beautiful diagram to understand single strip and double strip. Here there is an electric oven and north pole and south pole which is deviated from the actual path. If there is uniform magnetic field, first diagram in right hand side represents the no field or in the absence of field. In presence of non-uniform magnetic field or inhomogeneous magnetic field, the variation of magnetic field, the single strip can be displaced as a double strip. Therefore it is a 3D diagram we can understand, and then from what is observed, no field and field is present. Look here in a right hand side below diagram, block images. First one is when no field is a single strip. When presence of field, it can be observed as a double strip. It which is formed on photographic plate, double strip. Therefore, these two diagrams, we can try to understand how the uh, space quantization is required to explain uh, uh, fine structure of the hydrogen spectrum. These are the main drawbacks from Bohr and Sommerfeld theories. And finally, conclusion. Stern-Gerlach found that the behavior of silver atomic beam in external magnetic field resolved into two parts or two lines and support the hypothesis of space quantization of the atomic orbits. It has successfully verified by Stern and Gerlach. Thank you all.